Hey, this is director, producer Alan Wills, and I am on Positive Power 21 with Jerry Royce Live. And when I'm online, I listen to Jerry Royce Live at www.spreaker.com/positivepower21.org. Y'all heard?
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hi, if you're struggling with your relationship or you just can't seem to find the right one, author Gerald Manuel has written an enlightening new book entitled How to Identify Your Spiritual Soulmate. You may order a copy today from Amazon.com or at BarnesandNoble.com. This book is sure to answer many of the questions you may have. Thank you and God bless you.
Hi, this is William E. Benston, owner and founder of Sector 7, Inc., and I'm on Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Pat. Hi, I'm Teresa Cowell.
Hi, Jerry. This is Ira Sandro Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Byrne. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Houston Saint.
Peace, this is Dahlia the Poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Ramon Marquis with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is a award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on Internet Radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Harding, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to PositivePower21.org. Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power 21? I am Jerry Royce Live. I am blessed. I am worldwide. And before we bring our guests on, because this is episode 375, I just want to read Philippians 4 real quick to you. Verse 6, Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God your needs, and don't forget to thank Him for His answers. Amen. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight on episode 375, we got Sector Incorporated. That's right, we got William E. Benston, the third founding owner. That's right, born right here in Maryland. Can't say Charm City, he didn't luck up to come over here, but he's on the other side of the bridge, but that's all good. But before we bring Mr. Benston on, let's hear a word from our sponsor real quick, and it's Angel Sessions out of California, the Bay Area, with her new release, Jesus Coming Soon. Hold tight, everybody. Enjoy this cut.
Don't delay, give it up, be strong and lift him up, 'cause he's the power of life. Lift him up, rain away. He guides with direction, His love and affection. Don't delay, give it up, be strong and lift him up, 'cause he's the power of life. Lift him up, rain away, rain away, rain away, 'cause it's the last day.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome back to PositivePower21.org. Don't forget about the radio cast right here on PositivePower21.org. And we just introduced a little bit of YouTube for you. That's right, we have a playlist sitting right out there on the website. So anytime you want to go out there, just click it. Check out some of our live broadcasts, right, coming out of some of the churches in the Maryland area. And we have Apostle Sam Adeyemi on there from Holy Mount International Church up there in Greenbelt with Senior Pastor Bomadella Bello. That's right. Check it out, y'all. It's a good interview with the Apostle. All right. Tonight we got William E. Benston III, founder of Sector 7. We're going to tell you a little bit about Sector 7, the second half of the show. But the first half of the show, we're going to get to know William E. Benston. His bio say he's the founding owner, was born and raised in Maryland. He credits his mother and paternal grandparents for instilling in him the principle of discipline, strong values, and importance of work ethics at an early age. Growing up, music heavily influenced William. That influence birthed a passion. After graduating from high school, he moved to Los Angeles, California with only $800, a dream, and an undetermined ambition to make his mark in the music industry. Opportunities in Los Angeles led William to New York to work with Rockefeller Records. While in New York, he was introduced to a 35mm camera and discovered another creative medium, photography. He began an intern with an experienced cinematographer, receiving training in film production, directing, editing, and in-depth training he received allowed him to fine-tune his craft, and William emerged as the go-to guy and videographer in the urban music industry as a videographer. William has filmed music videos with all the top people, commercials, documentaries, you name it. And we're not going to name all the people in mainstream, but he hit all the big names. That's right. They were top killers. That's right. They was blowing the top off the music industry. Now, he's going to come in here and tell us all about how he got started. Ladies and gentlemen, William E. Benston III. What's going on, sir? Welcome to Positive Power 21.
Mr. Royce, how you doing, brother? How you feeling?
I'm excited, man. I'm feeling good, bro. It's a good day. It's a good day, man. Especially we have an opportunity to have a Marylander on the show, man, because that doesn't happen that often, man. I don't know what's going on with our people. Where are they? What happened to them? Oh, good. All right, William, well, the first question is, man, it's our signature question. Who is William E. Benston III?
Oh, man, you hit me with the tough question first, huh? Let me see here. Well, I guess I'm a filmmaker. I'm a father. I love my community. And I think that about sums it up if you want to, in a nutshell, That's pretty much who I am.
No, man, your bio's about half a page long, man.
Yeah,
That's all you're gonna give
I
us.
know, man. I'm giving you the 50 Cent tour. I guess I shouldn't be doing that. But really, man, I'm someone who loves the art of cinematography. I have a passion for entertainment, and I've always had one since I can remember, actually. And I was just always fascinated with every aspect of the entertainment game, starting with hip hop and just moving right into the visual part of it. As my career expanded, I got into graphic designing and music, mixing music, you name it. So it's like a all-around type of journey, and I'm someone that really, really loves the Lord, and I try to do what it is that I feel my calling is. So, I guess in a nutshell, that's really who I am, man. That's who I am.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about, William. Now, William, we got a chance to talk for a very long time. A couple weeks ago, before I went on vacation. So I'm a different person now, but we found out that we pretty much ran the same stomping grounds. On the Eastern Shore of Maryland, some of the most beautiful country anybody want to see. You had an opportunity to grow up there, man. You got a chance to play on the sand lots. You got a chance to, venture into your music. But I tell people all the time, it's not a whole lot to do once you get past farming and taking care of your, the farm and everything. But to fall in love with your hobby, you get a chance to really home into your craft really early. Tell us a little bit about your beginning, man. When before you left, Maryland to California.
Well, I'm from Cambridge, Maryland. That's where I grew up at, better known as Groove City to people who really understand what Cambridge is. And Cambridge is a popping little town, man. It's a lot of artists there. There's an incredible amount of people who do music, produce, sing, rap, you name it. So we had a lot of the childhood was always breakdance crews and you name it, man. It was chapter one disco. We would go to Pine Street, go to the clubs and do our thing. So I'm saying that to say it was always something to do. It was clean fun. It was crazy things that happened. I mean, it was the average, childhood, I guess, but it was incredible. Everybody knows everybody. So, really can't do too much without somebody going to tell your mom about it. So, it was that type of place. So, but it's beautiful, man. What can I say? Eastern Shore, seafood, good people, man. And I was fortunate to have a good family. So, we got a lot of good, we learned a lot of good lessons, and we had a lot of good friends. So I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, man.
That's right, man. I had a ball. I mean, it's of course, I had the opportunity to live both in Baltimore City and over on the Eastern Shore because my grandfather had a farm over there, and we had to help him out during the summer months after baseball season was over. And people hear me talk a lot about my short baseball career. Yes, we had an opportunity to play a lot of baseball on the Eastern Shore because when the chores are done, you had a lot of daylight available, a lot of free time. And we played a lot of baseball. And the great Harold Baines is from Eastern Shore. We ever had an opportunity to watch him play against my uncle. And he was a big bat back then. People used to come from all over Eastern Shore to watch them guys go at it, man. A lot of sports. Awesome childhood.
So you were on the farm. You didn't have as much fun. We didn't have the same experience, but you spent a lot of time working. See?
Yeah, we was working, man. Hot down there too, man. Hot, boy. But you appreciate. That was my first job. That was how I bought my bike. When I returned to Baltimore, that's how I did a lot of things. I made farming. That's right. So it's no job harder than digging down in the sand with snakes and toads and mosquitoes and flies bigger than butterflies.
Well, I bet you wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world, huh?
Oh, man, it was a good experience. It made me the person I am today, man. I really appreciate that. And I had an opportunity to also do a lot of time up in New York, Long Island, because my grandmother was up there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So it was the East Coast was good to us, man. Now, you didn't hang around long, William. You got out of town, man. You got out of Dodge. Now, before you talk about your trip, now you mentioned that a lot of great artists came through Cambridge. And I used to hear, and I think I even saw myself James Brown in town, shaking a leg. Yeah, right there in the Elks Club, those places like that. I think the Temptations and Gladys Knight and the Whispers, and I think Red Fox traveled down there. I think everybody traveled to Cambridge. So tell us about that. Why was Cambridge so hot, man?
I'm serious, man. It was called Groove City. You can't call it Cambridge. It's Groove City. It was
Groove City.
That popping. You just never. It was magical, man. It was always, people on the playground playing basketball, barbecuing, radios out. It was that type of place. And so when you came and visit, when you left, you would tell somebody about the place. Yeah. Hey, man, you got to go check this place out. It's like that. And so before you know it, that word spreads out. It goes everywhere, and then there's people coming from everywhere. It's like that. That's what Cambridge was. So I believe that was the lore, the people, and their love for life. I think that was the lore that drew a lot of people to Cambridge. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my opinion on it.
And the nightlife, man, it's like people probably ride through there during daytime and say, what nightlife are they talking about this little town? The nightlife was I used to bring my boys from the city, and we used to run to a lot of cats from D.C., Delaware, hanging out there, because the women was so different, man. They had that Southern Belle type charm to them, man. And of course, I had to take names because I was related to a lot of them. My dad always said, "Make sure you check out these. If you get these names right here, you can't go out with them." I was like, "Oh man, that's kind of limiting,"
Okay.
So how about if we get down like the fifth cousin or something? Does that count?
Okay.
Very fine women there, and because I know you didn't have an opportunity to hang around long, because you left at the high school. But when I was in my 20s, hanging out there, man, that's when you really had an opportunity to have fun in the clubs like Gentleman Joe's, and then you named Streeters, and then we traveled over to Somerset. Yeah, we had a ball. Yeah.
Right.
And sometimes you see the same people that you saw in Cambridge at Somerset.
Yeah, that's the only thing, man. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and the night the barbecues at night. You remember those?
Man, listen.
Oh.
I go back when I was there. We had Florida Boy. He was selling chicken out of his house. So late night after the club, you could go to Florida Boys, get a chicken sandwich or Streeters and get some yak. It was just it was just always kicking. It was always something. So it was nice. It was beautiful. I haven't been there in a long time, so I don't know if they still doing the same things. But I would imagine the spirit is still there.
Yeah, but the drugs got pretty bad down there, so it knocked a lot of the players out the game. But I'm sure some new players. But with the with the number of the plants closing up, and I think it's not a lot of those kind of jobs out there now, unless you're working for the state or the government. So a lot of people did leave town to pursue other opportunities like you, and that's what we're about to talk about now. Your trip to L.A., man, what was that like, man? $800 in your pocket.
It was a good decision when I was leaving, and the closer I got, I was like, okay, I don't know about that. And let me tell you something. If you've never been to Los Angeles, $800 go in like a blink of an eye, So immediately when I got there, I was basically homeless and walking around on the streets and trying to figure everything out, So it was It wasn't a fairy tale type of story with that I want to tell. It got real really fast, So definitely. But I learned a lot, and I can say this. I was young, so I was fresh out of high school. I got there just dreaming big, thinking as soon as I get somewhere, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to blow up and everything going to be straight. But when you get there, reality set in.
Yeah, it does.
It gets different fast. But I was fortunate, man. God bless me. I ran into some good people that introduced me to a place called Covenant House, and I went there, and it's for like homeless teens, and they housed us and they fed us and they allowed us to go look for jobs, and that's how I really got on my feet. So I was able to go look for a job, and I found a job, and then I was able to get an apartment in Hollywood, got an apartment, and then I just kind of kept grinding from there, man, kept going,
Wow.
So it was like, that's how it was, man. But that homeless thing was real.
Yeah, it was. So what happened? You went over there on the bus with a guitar in your hand, or you traveled on? You flew over there. How did you travel?
I was on Greyhound for 4 days, bro.
Whoa.
4 days with a duffel bag, man, and a book of raps.
So you went over there as a rapper?
Man, listen, hindsight is 20/20. I wasn't even a good rapper. I was just a rapper. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. I knew Hollywood had cameras, and from what I saw on TV, it was just the magical place, and the what is it, the Walk of Fame, with the stars on the sidewalk and all that. Man, that's where I'm supposed to be. I'm just the entertainment. I'm supposed to be in Hollywood. They gonna love me.
Man. So your mom let you just roll like that, man, and didn't have nobody over there waiting for you at the Trailway, at the Greyhound?
Man, bro, listen, nobody even knew I left, man. I woke up one morning, I had the money in my pocket, and I said, I'm gone. I didn't even tell anybody. I got on the bus, and that was it. I called the bus station and found out when the next bus to California was pulling out. I didn't even know which part of California to go to, So it was, man, God was with me the whole time, I'm telling you, because I was too crazy to even understand the danger I was putting myself in, in many different ways. But, it was an experience, bro. It really was,
man. Wow, that is something, man. All right, now you're over there, you're back on your feet, you got your apartment. Now, how did you get into the music game over there? What sparked that?
It was the love, that was the passion that I had at the time. So, like, you seek out music studios, and you'll go to a studio, you work, save your money, go to a studio. While you're in the studio, you meet somebody, they introduce you to somebody else, and so on and so forth. And, you just start building relationships. And I started liking the production end, because when I first went to a studio, I think I had enough time for like maybe a 2-hour session. So I went in there with a rhyme, and I don't even know what I was thinking. I thought they just had music already and I could just start. But he was like, nah. So he was like, you have to make the music. And he pointed to a drum machine and a couple other things, and I was like, I don't even know how to work any of this. So they forced my hand, so I got on the drum machine, I made a couple beats, and I did it really quick. And I remember the guy was just saying, this can't be your first time. And I was like, yeah, this is definitely my first time. Not the beat wasn't all of that, but it was impressive enough. So he would say, it can't be your first time. It's like I kind of knew what kick I wanted, with what snare, how I wanted the hi-hats to fall, and what basses I wanted, and I knew. I played around for a while, and I was like, okay, this sounds good. So I did the music, the rhyming, the mixing, and the mastering all in a 2-hour session, so you can imagine what it sounded like.
2 hours.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
he got your money.
Right now. Crazy right now.
He got your money on that one. So
he saw me coming.
So what was the next big move after all of that? What was the next big move to catapult your career?
Well, I knew a guy named Emery, and he's a good friend of the family. A good friend. He and Jay are really tight, and Emery knew he's just a good person, man. So he knew I was trying to do production, and he sent me to Brooklyn to live with Beehive, Jay-Z's cousin. And, when I stayed there, that's when everything I learned a lot. I really learned a lot about the game. I learned a lot about being professional. I learned a lot about just work ethic, because they were serious, and it wasn't it wasn't a game. Now, I wasn't around Jay and you know, running in that particular circle. I spent a lot of time with B-High, and he managed groups that were under, you know, the family or whatever. And he was a serious dude, so he taught me a lot, got a lot of play up out of me. But while I was there, I had the opportunity to meet a gentleman named Matthew Shilowitz, and he's this huge billionaire, you know, realtor, or no, not realtor, commercial building type of dude that, you know.
A developer, like a developer.
Developer, there you go. And so he was very wealthy, but he's a wild guy, so he spent a lot of money getting into the entertainment game. And when I got with him, he took me under his wing, you know, and he started teaching me things about business, and he flew me all over the country, everywhere. He got me a deal with Universal, a distribution deal. So I was young with a distribution deal. They moved me to Miami. I got down in Miami and started making records. I brought probably 15 dudes from Cambridge. And, you know, we were all in the house down in Miami. We were just, it was crazy. A lot of the good artists that I'm talking about that I came up with went there with me. So, you know, it was that type of guy. And from there, you know, that's when I got introduced to the film game. You know, we would have budgets, and I would be in charge of the budgets. And at the time, you know, I didn't really know how to budget like I was supposed to, so I spent a lot of money just doing whatever, you know. And they said, okay, now make a music video with the budget that you was given. And, okay, that budget is gone. You know, can I get another one? No, you can't get another one. Make a music video. And, you know, we needed by this time or that time. So what I did was I went and got a couple cameras and the editing equipment, and I started filming, man. I started filming just like that's the story of my life, just forced into it. And but the filming thing, I was gifted, you know. I'm not tooting my own horn or any of that type of stuff, but it came so natural, and it was so, you know, that anointing was there. I saw what it was that I wanted to do. I knew the way it was supposed to look. I understood things that I didn't even know I understood, you know, because I didn't know all the technical terms. But then when people would see it, they would just be like, excellent, good job, wonderful. That was my first one, you know. And so people would hire me from there. And I noticed that, okay, I'm making money filming, and I'm spending money in the music part. So I'm going to go over here and start filming, you know. And so that's how that was kind of birthed. And when I came back to New York, I just spent a lot of time with these incredible film editors and cinematographers, and I just wanted to absorb everything that they knew. So they spent days and weeks and months, and before you know it, just teaching me and showing me like the real life stuff. And you know, and that's how it all came to be. You know, I was dealing with the cameras that you actually had to load film into and put your hands
big boy cameras.
You had to feel your way with the 35 millimeter film, and you had to process the film after you would film things and use the measuring tape to get the distance. And then, you know, I went into digital, and I just, you know, I love it, man. It's a passion. So that's what I kind of stuck with, and that's what I was good at, and that made me who I am today. That's how it was birthed, man.
Wow, so you went the old school route, man, dealing with film, man. Like, because I know Spike Lee used to talk a lot about, you know, splicing and slicing film, and so editing was like all night, all day. I imagine, not like now. You know, it's kind of a little easier now. You just point and click.
Right. Well, I was still. I mean, you're not gonna put me there. I'm not that old, but I did a lot of pointing and clicking. You know what I mean? It's just that I did it with a film camera. I like the film look, you know. So at the time, digital wasn't exactly where it is today. I mean, we didn't have the reds, and you know, it wasn't 4K or any of that. So it's not as advanced. It wasn't as advanced then as it is today. So you know, I was film look. I wanted that look to be the same thing that Spielberg had, or you know, one of the great filmmakers, and you know, so that's why I learned it, and that's why I started, you know, shooting the film. So,
yeah.
But still pointed and clicked, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, we talking.
I know what you're talking about. Shit.
Yeah, because I got into digital, when the Macs and stuff got really big in the early '90s. When everything really started exploding with the Macs and graphics was starting to hit the computers, because the computers were starting to get a little bit more. Well, not the PCs, but the Macs were getting big, and they were able to support those software platforms, and you can really do some stuff. Yeah,
right,
man.
Right.
All right, Benston, we're gonna take a quick break. We're just gonna take a music break real quick. Introduce an artist everybody have fell in love with. She called herself Kimberly. We're still waiting for her tour dates up here on the East Coast. So check out, everybody. This is a piece called I Want to Be Yours. And we're going to listen to this real quick, all right? And we talking to William E. Benston, the third founder and owner of Sector 7 Incorporated. And they are based around Atlanta, New York, and Beverly Hills, correct?
Right, you got it.
All right, hold tight, everybody. Here we go.
This is Angel Sessions, and when I'm in town, I listen to Jerry Royce live, positivepower21.org, where they play my favorite music.
That's right. You tell them, Angel, we play your favorite music. Yeah, you listen to that was Kimberly, and before that, early in the show, you heard the Lintons. That'd be Louise and Linton Smith, with the first song that opened up the show. And then we had Angel Sessions, Jesus Coming Soon. So they all independents, William, all independents right here.
You know I like that word.
Yeah, man. Well, positivepower21.org. And y'all, if you just joined us, we're talking to William E. Benston, the third founding owner, born and raised in Maryland. And he is the founder and owner of Sector 7 Incorporated out there in Atlanta, the ATL, Beverly Hills, and New York City. And he's talking about how he got started in the game. And today, he is the man. That's right, making his I wouldn't say his debut, but he's making his mark, building his legacy. All right, bro, let's talk a little bit about Sector 7, man. This multimedia company specializing in the art of filmmaking, film editing, writing, music, sound, graphic design, and fashion. That's a lot.
Right. It's a lot, right?
Tell us about that.
All right. Well, Sector 7 is really a brainchild of mine. My years in the entertainment game kind of led me to a place where every day I would run into somebody that was really talented, whether it was fashion or music or acting, whatever the case may be. And to be honest, I ran into a lot of people that were just as talented or even more talented than the people that we know in the industry. And, they have the passion, they have the drive, but it's just not enough room for all of them to get the opportunity to express themselves. And so, another thing was I got tired of doing filming things that was just weighing heavy on my heart. The negativity or the things that exploited women. And, I found myself filming these things and profiting off of these things, and I just couldn't do it anymore,
Wow.
So I stopped, and I was like, it's got to be a better way for people, because you can be talented and you can have something to say, but it's crazy when you have to change that around to say something negative or degrading or promoting drugs or whatever for somebody to pay you attention. So I was like, nah, we're not going to do it like that. I know too many filmmakers, too many editors, we too strong. We're the ones that make these things. We're too hot, we're too strong. So let me take the cats that I know, including myself, and let's put something together. Let's get together, and I'm gonna form this company. And as people come that we know are hot, let's give them that platform. Let's give them a professional look. Let's give them professional filming jobs and recording sessions. And it's not just anybody. Got to have something with them now, but let's give them a platform, and let's get them out there. Let's make a way for them. I mean, we understand the game. And nowadays, in this digital age, there's so much more that we can do than before. So the whole key was getting seasoned professionals to believe in the vision and to say, come on, let's take this chance. Let's invest in talent, and let's get it out there, man. Let's make it hot. And so that's what Sector 7 is. That's how we birthed it. Birthed Sector 7, and that's our mission, to introduce, quality and talented people to the world, man. Nuts, I guess.
That's right.
That's who we are.
And it's powerful, man. That whole message, man. The Sector 7 logo. Now, tell us a little bit about where Sector 7 come from, man. Where did that come from?
As far as the vision, you mean?
The name.
Oh,
the
brand.
The brand.
Yeah, I got you. It's a place set aside. Like, okay, the sector is where people can go. It's a new way of doing things. The 7 pretty much is just heavenly. It's God's way. It was dedicated. The company was dedicated to God from conception. So we decided that this is a new area that's dedicated to God, and we're going to do things in a positive way. We don't put out any negativity. We only speak life now. Somebody could say I dealt drugs and this is what it did to me, and this is what I learned from it. But it's educational, but we don't glorify anything. We won't do any of that. Somebody can have a line of clothes, and it's tasteful and they're good, and they may not have an opportunity. So we give them that platform. But that's where the name Sector 7 came from. It popped in my head one day, and when it popped in my head, it's funny because I turned on the TV and then I heard someone say it right after it popped in my head on television. Wow. And it's not a normal name that I heard all the time, so I was like, I guess that's what we're supposed to call it. So we're going to get down with it. To me, that was a confirmation, and so I just ran with it, bro. That's how the name came.
I know, and people always asking, when they know you're a spiritual person, they're gonna ask you, what does Sector 7 mean? What does that 7 mean? You have to break it down for
right.
all scripture like and everything. That's been happening to me about Positive Power 21, and I remember when I came up with that name, I had already had Positive Power because it was my newsletter when I was working with the government, and I used that to motivate my staff because they was like down in the dump before I got there. And 21 was always my favorite number. Of course, I looked it up first. I said, well, let me look it up first, make sure it stands for something good before the spiritual people get me, So it's what it is. It's that road, man. So I have it all down packed now. I know what it is. But that is awesome, bro. Sector 7, man. Meet Sector 7. All right. Now, your whole path is a story yourself, man. It's just so exciting. That would be awesome if somebody made that an HBO series of some sort or anything for the internet because, of course, you guys have embraced the internet. Like earlier I was telling you how I didn't know these content creators was all over YouTube like they call themselves YouTubers, creators, content makers, you name it. And I talked to you and I talked to your man Kenneth, and I understand you guys are about to release a big, big film project, and we're so excited, man. We want to hear about that right now.
That's it. The film project. It has begun the awakening. Yeah, that's the project. That's our first project that we're launching from Sector 7. It's a docu-film that investigates factual occurrences taking place around the world, but they're never being brought to light. It's dealing with the physical and spiritual and just the physical phenomenon that's going on around the world. Really doesn't get a lot of play, and the incredible thing is a great deal of it lines up with what the Bible said would take place. So, and we just stumbled upon that. So it wasn't even, that wasn't the intent when we went into it. We were just trying to figure out, okay, what questions do people want to know the answers to, real questions, and then let's go into that. So, that's it has begun. We spent 4 years making the film, man.
Wow, that's
4
a long
years,
time, man.
Yeah,
that's
man.
A long time.
A lot of
that is a long time. Now, you guys threw some names out there, some big Hollywood, I guess some producers, some people putting their money up for the project. How interesting is that you're able to reach in your pocket and pull some friends out to help you with the project? Is that something that happened? You called on some friends to help you launch this project?
Well, the launching, really, we spent 4 years investigating, putting the project together, and after it was all done, we just called on the people that we knew. And it wasn't really to get money from them, but it was to help us spread the word. We realized that by the end of this film that we had something that was important, something that really needed to be seen, and we had to first figure out how we're going to separate what we have here from all of the fluff that people have been just bombarded with, every day on the internet or on television that say, we have whatever. You got to break that. So we used our relationships in that way. And, we know a lot of television cats, radio cats, and, that's the way we said we're going to work this project. And we ended up taking it to a place where today it's a worldwide movie night that's going to take place in 7 different countries, many different languages, and it's just expanding all the time. So it's incredible, man. It's out of control. It's out of control. So it's being translated into different languages, and it's growing because it taps into the things that everybody is wondering about. It deals with questions that all of us have, and so it's fascinating to everyone. And it's not an interview form where you just sit down and talk to someone. You actually see the footage of these things, and so that's what's incredible. You see it with your own eyes, so you don't question it. It's fact-based,
Yeah, man, we can't wait. So who's the target audience for this film?
Everybody.
Everybody, the non-believers and the believers.
Listen, man, atheists, because it's facts. And instead of people walking around in ignorance or just trying to defend something, their team, their home team, and not really opening their eyes up to what the actual facts are. Because when you're able to deal with the reality of things, then you educate yourself. You can speak on things. You can gauge your beliefs and understand that, am I accurate in what I'm believing and what I accept is true. And so, it's everybody, man. And I'm not even saying that because I just want to say that, but I think that's the real answer to that question. Everybody. I don't know nobody it doesn't pertain to.
So, William, you're saying this movie is super special? It's gonna make a difference?
Man. It is, and it really will make a difference because people are going to talk for the simple fact that it's reality-based, man. When you see, this isn't scripted. This isn't Hollywood, man. So when you see things that you say, hold on, how could that happen? That's not that's outside of the laws of physics. How could that take place? Is that real? That's going to prompt you to go look that event up or that occurrence up. And when you look it up and find out it truly took place and thousands of people witnessed it, and it happened over and over and over, and then you realize the time patterns that it happened, and then you realize that, hold on, right after this took place, that took place. And then when you see it with your own eyes, and we go even further, we give a study guide with the movie. So we did a lot of studying, and we say, now, after you look that up, you want your mind blown, look this up. And so now you go look that up. Independent study now is not us trying to be opinionated and tell you what we came up with. It's independent study. So now you go look that up, and then you understand, whoa, see, that's what happens when it has begun. You get that whoa factor. It blows your mind, man. It blows your mind. And that's what I wanted to see as a consumer. Man, blow my mind with something, bro.
That's right. Wow me. Yeah.
Wow me, man. I dare you.
That's right.
And so that's what we were going after, but by the end of the movie, we all sat down, man. We all sat down and we were just like, what is this, man? What in the world have we uncovered? And so that's it, man. It's gonna take on a little.
All right, and this is a two-part question. Now, this doesn't sound like a 2-hour movie, and how is it going to be available? How are we going to get it? When are we going to know that it's available and we're there for movie night?
Well, I got you, bro. Right now, what we're doing is we are establishing different churches, different organizations, individuals, nonprofits, whatever, to grab onto this because it deals with so much subject matter that it seems like it's something in it that pertains to almost everybody, every group or individual or whatever. So we're reaching out to all of these people now. As you can imagine, it takes a little while to orchestrate this thing on a worldwide level, So
global.
To begin the process, what we're doing is we're having people go online to www.ithasbegunthemovie.com, and you can register for either a movie night, to be a sponsor, to take part in some way, shape, or form, and we get all of those places. But it goes in phases, So it's not just a release. This type of project is epic, so it has to come together in phases. So the first phase is to get all of the places together that are going to show this movie, because it's 6 parts. It's 6 DVDs, man. It's not just one disc. And all of them deal with certain things, certain subject matter. So you watch disc 1, and then you, of course, go to 2 and 3, and it comes with a soundtrack that I don't even want to tell you how that thing came about. But Kevin K.O.K., who's a super producer, man, he created a soundtrack. And when I tell you, now I've heard the whole soundtrack, but when I tell you you've never heard anything like this, now, anybody that knows K.O. understands that the brother is beyond gifted with music, But with this, he outdid himself, man. Phenomenal album, and it's not just regular songs. It's songs that deals with pride and failing marriages and things. So you can go online, because I'm not going to do it any justice just talking about it, but you can go online at sector7inc.com and listen to some of the snippets, and it's going to blow your mind.
Yeah,
said all that to say it's a well-rounded project, man, and it's a book that comes with it that talks about the whole 4-year journey and all of the incredible things that took place on the life-changing things, man. That brought a lot of us closer to God. I hate to just, it's spoiler alert, but yeah, man, it did, man. It really did.
You had a big team. So you had a pretty big team, production team that worked on this?
No, we had a good team, man. We started off, and along a 4-year journey, when you really it's not a budget for it, it's a labor of love. People come and go. So a lot of people, were there for a season. Some people were there for the duration, and just a couple. And then the team that we have today, they're the team that God put in place to launch this whole thing, and they're an incredible bunch of people. I couldn't even put it together if I wanted to, So it's just a blessing, really is.
Right. Amen. Now I want to ask. I know you're a busy man, William. We can talk to you all night, man. Because when someone come out of mainstream and they decide to go under their own independent company and still, because I think the whole bottom line is you're trying to make a real impact, a positive impact in the world. We want to know what happened, because you mentioned a little bit. What happened that you said you had enough, and did God? Some people say God was calling on them for a long time, and then things were happening, and they had no choice but just drop what they were doing and join the team. What happened with you, man? Something happened.
Yeah, something definitely happened, man. I did a movie for probably one of the biggest music organizations on earth, and I was the only one allowed to film them, and I was with them on tour, backstage, everything. We got into a little dispute over contracts, ended up losing a lot of time, money, and energy, and I sat down for a minute, man, because, the entertainment game can be good and it can be bad, it can be stressful. I sat down for a minute. When I sat down, I think I was watching television on just a random channel, and T.D. Jakes was on, and he started saying things, and I started, agreeing. Yeah, that's deep. One day, I think I was at the computer. I was like, it brought on I never got to know who Jesus is, or God is, for that matter. And that's crazy. So being who I am, I just went online and started investigating and looking. I was there for 3 days straight, man, just looking and trying to figure it out. So what ended up happening was, at the time, people would come and they'd be like, yo, what are you doing? You're not taking on any video jobs. You're not doing anything. You're just in the house at the computer looking up Jesus. What's going on with you? And so
wow.
They thought I was losing it because, I had lost a lot of money in this deal that went crazy. I wasn't pursuing the deal, so lawyers were calling and I wouldn't answer the calls. Family was tripping and I'm not listening to them. So because these things, I'm fascinated with the information I'm finding. And so I sat back and I said, whoa, am I tripping? Am I going cuckoo, or what's going on? And I said, God, are you real? Are you here? Do you exist? As soon as I said that, a text hit my phone and said, I am here. And it wasn't a number, it wasn't nothing attached to it. It was just, I am here. It said the reduction of the universe to a single being and the expansion from a single being even to God. This is love. That was the message. And from there, I was like, I guess you can't get a better answer than that. That's real. And I've been all in ever since, bro.
Man, I got chills on that story, man. Whoa.
Oh, man, you ain't heard nothing yet. Really, in the pursuit of this, man, so many things happen, supernatural and crazy. Just mind-blowing, man, that just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
So the great I Am came a calling for William Benston III. Yeah, man.
Definitely did, man.
Because I'm not going to spoil your story, how I ended up turning into Worldwide Ministries, but I was having a ball like that too, man. And next thing I know, I was like, how did Worldwide Ministries get to the back of Worldwide? I like being Jerry Royce Live Worldwide.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look, all I asked for was a new best friend to talk about podcasting with. And next thing I know, he's sending me a pastor. And a whole bunch of them started coming. A whole lot of them. I couldn't talk. I was like, oh, my God. They calling me up now. Wow. All right, man, we're going to take a quick break, man. Just let you catch your wind. And then we want you to give us your final thoughts. Anything else you think we need to know of your projects coming up, and you can close this out, man. And we definitely got to have you guys back and anybody part of your executive team to continue the story, because I know this story goes on, man. I know it does. Yeah. All right. All right, let's hear a tune from my man Mark Staggers out of Washington, D.C. Everybody say he sounds like Luther. That's right. Luther took over his voice box. Check him out. So amazing. No, we're going to play Bring Me Back. I think this is a piece he wrote himself. Bring Me Back. Out of D.C., Mark Staggers.
Hey everyone, this is Tanika Gonzalez, spoken word poet. Whenever I'm online, I'm always listening to Jerry Royce Live. You can find Jerry on www.spreaker.com. Positive Power 21.
All right. You tell them, Tanika, you only listen to Jerry Royce Live worldwide. And we talking to William E. Benston III. My man is walking with God, the great I Am, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I know the story. Man, oh man, when he say he taking over, he's taking over. You seek him, you will find him. So I know your story, brother. I know that walk. All right, William, anything we need to know, man, before we close out the show, brother? Appreciate you being here, man, and you know what you're doing with Tanika. You got that awesome talent over there in Sector 7. That is exciting times, and good for you, man.
I got to handle a little business here for my manager here at Explode, but we go to, you can go to www.sector7inc.com and get all the information on the company. And for the movie, It Has Begun, you can go to www.ithasbegunthemovie.com, you know, and you can get tons of information on the movie. I also want people to visit bridgethegap.org. You know, this bridgethegap.org. And that's a company, a nonprofit organization that Kevin K. O'Cates has. He spent, 4 or 5 years and about $1 million of his money to come up with curriculum and Bridge the Gap. And what it is a textbook, Bridge the Gap, that deals with the social and emotional needs that our inner city youth face, and just youth, period, really, bullying, losing a loved one, drug-addicted families, and whatever the case may be, because a lot of people in these communities, they deal with these issues in real life, but they don't have anything that's educating them on it. And curriculum, he did 600 some odd songs, man, and it explains. Wow. It's incredible, but it explains everything from math and history to physics or whatever, man. I mean, it touches on everything. It's incredible. So before I do the injustice and start talking crazy, everybody, please, let's support that brother because it's incredibly powerful and positive, and we're all in with them 100%. After I saw it, I was blown away, and I was like, brother, that's something that will make a difference. So we definitely, and you got to see it for yourself. So
what's that website again?
Gap.org. Yeah, www.bridgethegap.org. And let me see, Facebook, It Has Begun the Movie, and at It Has Begun Movie for Twitter. And that's all the handles, and that's how to get in touch with us. That's how you find out more about the projects, including Bridge the Gap, the movie, and Sector 7. So, just come out and support and see what we're doing, understand who we are, and I think everybody is really going to be impressed and get involved with the movements that we're making. So that's where I'm at with it, bro.
All right, and I want you to hold the line a little bit too, Wayne, because I want to find out if I can get a trailer from you, so we can run that for you also, man. So don't hang up until we finish the show out. But look, man, you guys doing some exciting things, and we're gonna have all this right there on the landing page so people can hit it up. bridgethegap.org, ithasbegun.com, and sector7inc.com. Check them all out.
It has begun the movie.com.
Oh, the movie. Yeah,
you're going to send them on a chase. They're going to be mad at you, Jerry.
Yeah, man, because I was going to say it has begun the film. So it has begun the movie. All right. Yeah, man. Got too much information.
Baby. There you go.
Yeah. And there was one other thing. Okay, can people find movie trails out there on YouTube right now and Vimeo? Where are you guys going to stream it from? That's my big question.
We're gonna we got a little, and I don't know all of it because that's not my job. But as far as the streaming company, I know that we're looking into partnering up with people like Netflix and a couple other cats. But I think that's a little bit in down the road in phase 2 once we establish all of our legwork and groundwork. I think that's the next big thing. So
I love me some Netflix, man. That's what happened. That was what I was doing before this started. I was watching everything on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, I was home. Yeah, man. The government is shut down, man. So I was home like straight maybe 14, 15 days, and I was just marathoning it, man. I was watching Orange and Black, The League, you name it. It was ridiculous stuff. Stuff I don't even look at no more. It got me, man.
You could have ordered the first disc, man. The first disc is free, by the way. You know what I mean? So you just go online and register, and you get the first disc for free. So
it's already now. So it's already.
Come on, man. It just comes straight. You download it. It comes straight to you, and you can start watching it. And from there, it's a wrap. You're going to tell everybody. So
right now, they could do that right now. Okay, so they on Sector 7.
We get down, man. We write down people, man. We write down people.
Yeah. So it has begun. The movie has the free download right now.
But you got to register, man. You got to do some things. You got to show some love, because we need support, and we need to show that we have support, and that's what we're doing for the people that support us. We're giving back. So that's the exchange. That's what that looks like there. So,
all right, I gotta get Kenneth to send me something fancy so I can plug it on the LinkedIn, man. Because I have it's funny, but I actually have a website out there that's been out there for years, man. It just attracts people like a mag. I made it a billboard. So I'm gonna have to get that out there, man. I'm gonna have to get Kenneth to send me a flyer for it, man. My billboard.
Bro.
Yeah. Don't forget, y'all, check out my billboard is at the Rock News Magazine, separated by half. If you type in the Rock News Magazine, it comes right up. It's been out there. It's actually based out of Cambridge and Easton.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's been out there since 2002. Something like that. I know it's been a long time. That thing attracts. It gets like 10, sometimes 20,000 people visit a week. Ridiculous numbers. So check it out, everybody. It's old, dated stuff, but it's our archives. It's my dad's legacy. So check it out, therocknewsmagazine.com. And it's going to have the flyer. It has begun the movie, in case you forget. You can find it over The Rock. Yeah, because people got a lot on their mind.
And Jerry, let me just give a shout out to, you see, I call it a shout out. See how we do to my team, Kenneth and Tanika and Tiffany and all Patricia, all of the good people, Brittany, all of them, man. I love y'all, man. It's all good. Kenneth has the What's Positive magazine on Facebook. Y'all need to check that out and support it. It's incredible. All of these people are doing wonderful and incredible things. EQ out of Dallas. So it's a good thing, man, to have good people. And I want you guys to check out the projects that are coming when we finish this one. We have a movie that we're about to film on sex trafficking out of Atlanta. That's extremely powerful. So everybody just stay tuned. We're about to do some incredible things.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Destiny. Is it Destiny from the Light to the Night? So you guys just working on that one. That's in production.
Oh, yeah, Destiny. Oh, hold on. I got to say hello to Carrie. The incredible Carrie, man. I can't believe I didn't say Carrie. Carrie, I'm going to say her name 4 times. Carrie. You know, yeah, man, because she's the backbone, man. But Destiny is a movie that we're going to film in Atlanta. It's based on a real-life situation from a lady who was thrown into the world of sex trafficking and strip clubs, and you know it's the real thing, what it's really like, what she really experienced. And I thought it, you know, I only know the movie side of sex trafficking, but when I heard the real story, I was blown away. I could not believe.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah.
I could not believe it, man. So it's incredible. I hope I answered your question, man, because I don't really know.
Yeah, bring like to that. I seen some stuff out there on Netflix that blew my mind. So I can just imagine what she's gonna show us. Her story.
Man, nothing like what she's telling you, bro. Nothing like this. She experienced the real. You know, and I'm not put anybody else down with their experience, but she was one of the top chicks in it, and so her story was way different, and it went through levels, man, that but that's coming, so, you know, it's all good.
And you got, and tell us a little bit about Black Bag before you go.
Black Bag is one of our big projects. Black Bag is a featured film. It's going to be like, you know, huge, like Boys in the Hood, one of those type of films that come out. But it's about the power of love. A young man finds a bag in the city, and the contents inside of the bag, or everybody around the world wants it. There's some special stuff in that bag. He doesn't even know he has it. Some really bad people end up kidnapping his sister, and that's all he really has. And so they give him 48 hours to return the bag, or they're going to, you know, do some horrible things to his sister. And he finds out through an FBI agent that they're going to do it anyway. So this young man goes from being just a regular kid to conjuring up the power to think and use his abilities to figure things out to get his sister back. And the way he goes about it is just, we all have that inside of us, but sometimes it takes, you know, something incredible to happen for us to tap deep into the resources of our brain, or whatever you want to call it, to bring something out that's in us that we all possess. And that's what he brought out, and he turns into this incredible, like, type of dude to get his sister back, because he loves her, man. He loves her. And so I say it's about the power of love, but he goes on an incredible journey, man. It's nonstop action from the beginning to the end, nonstop, man.
I bet.
Yeah, so awesome. and it's going to be an incredible cast of actors. You know, it's like when Spike Lee did Do the Right Thing. Not Do the Right Thing. What was the first movie?
Oh yeah, I remember
that he had the butt in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. One of those, you know. And he had a star-studded cast, and all of them were just good actors. That's what this type of movie is, man. It's a good story with good actors, and it's gonna blow your mind, man. So those are the first two things, and we're still gonna do auditions. We're grabbing people to do the soundtrack, to do scoring, to be in the movie, so it's all good, man.
Yeah, and then last but least, you got a flyer on here, The Rise of Young Money. That's a project in the works? Yeah.
No, that's something that I finished a long time ago, man. And you know, it's just going to be, after it gets 1 million hits, it's going to be a free viewing. So when a million people register for the movie, they get to watch it for free, you know. And that's promotions, you know. That's promotions.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, you know, wonder about the music industry and what it's really like. And so, you know, it answers those questions. You know, I don't do the watered down version, and that's what I think I'm gonna be known for. I do it the way you want to hear it. You know, the way I would want to hear it if I was back home. Not, you know, let's be politically correct and let's do it. This, man, go ahead with that, man. That ain't how it go down. This is how it really go down. You know, so if you living like that or you do it, then that's what they're gonna see. So
that's right. Well, you from Maryland. You can't help it, man. You from Maryland, man. Just like when those dudes produced The Wire and Homicide and The Corner.
And
real
people don't
stuff.
want that cookie cutter, watered down stuff, man. They want to know what's real, man. What's really going on? What's really good? And that's what I give. I get a lot of heat for it, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know?
Yeah, you know, that's right, man. You know, because you from Maryland, man. You know what people want. When you grow up in Maryland, you got strong urban cities like D.C., Baltimore, and then right around the corner from Delaware, Seaford, Delaware. You know, the homies gonna be looking at you funny, man. You come out with some watered down stuff.
Man, my girls ain't gonna let nothing happen to me, man.
I hear you.
Crazy, man. They ain't gonna let nothing go down, man. They got my back, so I'm good. I don't worry about nothing. The Father got me. You said do what's right and always tell the truth. And so I'm not even about that lying thing, man. Let's tell the truth and expose, and let's start some healing, you know? Let's get it done.
That's right. Let's do this thing. All right, William, man, I'm not going to take a commercial break. I'm going to let you go ahead and give us your final thoughts on tonight's show, man, and then we'll end the show. We appreciate you, though, bro. Coming out here.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, I appreciate that. I think my final thoughts are this. You know, it's been a long journey. I learned a lot in my life, and what I really learned is we have a lot of people who are suffering in our communities, who are struggling, and, you know, we're going further and further away from the way God intended for us to live and to love each other and to be, and that's why our communities are falling apart and our children are getting more and more disconnected and spending time in penitentiaries and jails, and, you know, it's getting out of hand, but it's not over. It's not over. Like any mistake, you can realize a mistake, and you can come together and you can fix it. And we can do this just in a generation or two. We can turn these things around, but we got to brush off the belief that it can't be done, that it's too big, it's too, and we got to start, man. We got to start because when we start, that's going to lead people to get involved, and when people get involved, that's going to change, you know, the next step, and then the next step will affect the following step. And before you know it, man, you know, we're going to be back on the track where we barbecuing and disciplining each other kids and watching over our families, man. Let's get back to that. You know, it was a beautiful thing because the alternative is bleak, you know. So let's do it, man. And with this Bridge the Gap thing, my brother told me today, listen, we the new civil rights, bro. We the new civil rights. Let's take it on. Let's not make it about the money. Let's make it about the love. And that's why I love that dude, man. Kevin K.O. Case, that's my soldier, bro. He's serious about this thing, man. Serious about it, and that's why we got to support people like that, bro.
That's right. We need him here, man, so he can, we want him, man. Bring him on, man. We want him to tell his story, man.
This is good as done. That's just a phone call, man. That's as good as done.
Amen. Amen. God is good. God is Kenneth. God is good.
Yeah, I got you, man. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this last thing, Jerry. We even got something for the kids, man. We got Kids Corner. And I never believed in the kids being in the same rooms as the adults and auditions and all that is too much, man. So for the kids that want to, you know, if your child can sing, act, dance, do any of that stuff, man, we do all that for the kids in a way where there's no pressure. We teach them, you know, so they don't just come in, audition, and leave for a role or whatever. No, but we show them this is what we want you to work on. This is what we can do for you. This is how you need to sing. This is what in a safe atmosphere, man, where, you know, and it should be conducive to a way a kid's energy and innocence, and that's what we believe. So Kids Corner, support that. It's on sector7inc.com. Go to it if you got a child that's talented and you don't want to get caught up in the craziness of the the entertainment game, but you want to support your child. Kids Corner is for you, man. So, we have that as well, and it's a beautiful thing. That's one of the things we're most proud of, bro.
Good. Now, William, before you go, man, now I think the listeners have an opportunity to sign up to Sector 7, to register.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We do what's called cards, man. So we have Sector 7 cards, and we have them in different ways. Like some people, they're serious entertainers, and they need serious music videos, or they may want to film a reality pilot show type of thing. We do all of that. And we also have people but they may not have the money to do it the way that they need to do it. So what we do is say, listen, this is the price. We're going to do it the right way, and we're going to work it out. We're going to make it happen. And that's what it's really about, because these people have great ideas, and it goes all the way down to a $25 card where you just get super discounts on everything, from studio sessions to we call you when it's a casting going on, and if you can't make it, then some people work, man. Don't worry about it. Here's the side, send in your YouTube thing, and somebody gonna give you a call, man. Let's do this. So yeah, man. Amazing. But the benefit from that type of stuff, you gotta be a part of Sector 7. So you go online, you register, and then we put you in the mix with a lot of things. And I'm gonna tell you this: the incredible thing, we don't just put you with crazy producers or whatever. It's platinum producers, hot producers, so you get real beats and not beats that 30 other people got. They're made specifically for you. You talk to a representative that here's what it is that you want to do, and they make a plan that's tailored exactly and specifically for you. You don't have to go try to figure out who's going to be my agent or who's going to be this. We say, now you're going to talk to this person, that person, and that person, and then you're going to be where you want to be at the end of the day. That's hot.
Yeah. That is.
That's what I needed when I was in Los Angeles, man.
So they don't have to be part of like the Actors Guild or anything like that.
Oh, man, they don't do all that, man. We are the Actors Guild. We talk.
Y'all the Actors Guild. That's what I'm talking about.
Like that, but nah, bro. Listen, a lot of people don't even understand in the communities that we're from what all of that is. They just have a talent, and this is the first step to even to nurture that talent and to show them the right way and teach them the language and to cultivate all of that. And if they choose, then they can kind of move or graduate and go in that direction. It's their choice. But a lot of these people living day to day, man, and they don't have time for a 4-year college or 2 years to learn. So we teach them as well. Listen, here's how you work a camera. Here's how this. And so, and now you learn something. Now you can go back and do something with it. And the people that are recording music, man, it's so much, man. We record the music quickly. We make the videos. We put it out, and we make sure you get paid. So now you're going back home. Millions of people done seen you, and whoever likes you can spend 99 cents or $1 or whatever your album is, whatever your single is. You get paid. That's a beautiful thing. I did it.
Now, can they do that? I was gonna say, can they do that in New York as well? Because I know Atlanta's a little further away for us people that's closer to the East Coast. Can they do the same thing in New York?
See, let me tell you something, man. You can do it if you're in Timbuktu and you don't know anybody and you're in a small little town and nobody. That's what we made Sector 7 for. It's for the dreamer. So you wake up and you say, man, I got a song inside of me, but I don't know what to do. I'm far away, but God is giving me something. Man, call Sector 7, man, and we're going to figure it out together. We're going to send you music. We're going to make sure that it get recorded, and we're going to keep it moving, man. We're going to show you what to do and how to do it. We're going to let you know if you're talented or if you're wasting your time. I mean, just to be blunt, and it's going to be done the right way, man. It's going to be done the right way. And I don't mean waste your time, like, don't do that, but I mean, like, let me pour this into you now. Try again. Because you're not ready right now,
Well, I'm gonna ask this question. All right, this is for the people who are in the stage plays and screenwriters. You looking at that scripts? You looking at scripts?
Bro, it's entertainment, period. That's the beautiful thing about Sector 7, and it's not just me. This is what I want the world to understand. It's seasoned professionals in every field, man. We just connected with each other. You know, I use my brainchild that the Lord gave me, but I call up my man, and I say, listen, you know, this dude has a screenplay that's incredible, you know, or a script or whatever, you know, or a stage play. And then they say, okay, let me look at it. Let's see what we got, you know, and then they go from there. And now people that want to be in plays, you know, they all got in touch with us. So we say, okay, is a play going on over here? You know, audition. Now, you can't drive all the way over there. You don't have the money for it. So, listen, make this YouTube thing. Here's what you're going to do. Here's how we need you to do it. And then we take it, and we don't just throw it on the floor, man. We make sure that we look at every single one, man. Every single one. We got a team of people that's all they do. You know, we take people's careers serious, man. Because think about this, man. Think about how many songs we never got to hear, how many plays we never got to see, how many actors or actresses that never got a chance to do what God gave them because they got frustrated and gave up, because they got the runaround, or people try to, you know, the young ladies that were going to the studio that had a song in their heart, they got hit on so much that they just couldn't do it anymore. Or they just, you understand what I mean? That's not the experience that people should have, man. I don't believe that, man. I think that it should be a positive, powerful thing. And us as men, we need to create an atmosphere that's proactive to people who have a vision and a dream, you know, and we came before them, so it's our responsibility to pave the way. That's what we do, man.
I hear you preaching. That's a sermon now.
I apologize, man. I'm great.
No.
I'm about to stand up and walk around.
I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's what positive power all about, man. Bringing the positive messages, man, that God has instilled in us, man. There ain't nothing wrong. I mean, people got pipe dreams, man, that they think would never happen. You should give them hope. Give them hope. That's all they want, you know.
Give them hope and a boat and a driver, bro.
That's right. Amen. All right, man. Let me let you go, man. I gotta get ready for Sabrina Williams out there in Vegas, man. Before she send Roy Jones Jr. to beat me up, because I'm not ready for her show. Let me get it.
They know about Bridge the Gap too. So tell them it's all good. Love.
That's right. So don't forget about it, everybody. So we will have everything out there on the landing page, because William did drop a lot of good knowledge on us today. And we can make a difference in our life and someone else's life at the same time. All right, William, I tell them all the time, man, if they want to hear the good stuff, man, the real good stuff, they got to listen to Positive Power 21.org, the Jerry Royce Live. On Spreaker, don't forget about Spreaker Radio. Over 4.8 million people out there cruising live. That's right, looking for good content. So if you're a podcaster, you're looking to join a network, a good network for good people like my team, come on out. Check us out. We will stream you with our program and get people to fall in love with you. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on Positive Power 21.org and Spreaker.com/Positive Power 21. This is a Royce Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live. All right, y'all. Y'all stay awesome all week long. That's